just gonna tell you how I feel. Look. You so fucking precious when you smile. Yeah. Hit it from the back and drive you wild.
Hey, I'm back. Sorry it took 5 months. My phone died. Anywho, side note. I just want to say half this video was done and edited in April, but I kind of just got sidetracked and I never finished it. I completely forgot, honestly. But yeah, we're back now, and we're here. We're doing the damn thing, okay? So obviously I had to get some background footage, right? So you guys can watch while you guys are listening to the story, so you don't get bored. And on my way to get some background footage, I figured out that Fortnite has become really, really hard. You know, along the journey, I got some highlight plays.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Gotcha, bitch!
Fuck! Oh!
Boom, bam, bop. Bada bop, boom. Pow.
But for the most part, my gameplay just kind of looked like this.
That you're fine when you're not really fine. People can't get into it because they would never understand.
So yeah, you could say it was a long and difficult road, but at the end of the fucking day, I battled through all the 9-year-old sweats, I two-pieced all the Timmy TTVs, and got that fucking victory royale. But anyways, that's enough intense stuff. Here's story time that you're supposed to get 4 months ago. Ladies and gentlemen, take yourselves back to December 2014, right? Think about where you were in the world. Think about how your life was. Now, get off all that, because today is not about you. It is about me and my fucking story, okay? So, this whole shebang-a-bang kicks off with an argument between me and my brother and my sister and my mom, right? We're split in two here. My sister and my mom are insisting that we go to Missouri for my dad's place for Christmas, just as kids go. And me and my brother are dead set on not going. We're staying at the crib. We hit them with it for about 2 hours. We're going back and forth over this for about 2 hours. We are on one side of the argument saying, no, we're not going and you can't make us. My sister and my mom were hitting us with that, you know, Christmas is about family. It's only right. You should go see them, see your other side of the family. Me and my brother, no, we're not going, okay? And there's nothing that you can say to make us go, okay? And that's final. We're staying here. And then 2 days later, we're in the back of a Honda Civic heading to Missouri. Yeah, we don't know what happened either. We got fucking bamboozled. But if you remember correctly, this was around the time that Taylor Swift's Blank Space was blowing up. Now, if you don't remember the song, here's a little reminder for you.
Oh my God, look at that face.
Phil Swift here for Flex Tape.
So the radio station we were listening to on the way up there played the song about 20 times, right? Very unfortunate. But even more unfortunate for my poor soul and my poor ears is my sister was in love with the song, right? She knew every word to it. And she would scream it at the top of her lungs like she was trying to secure a spot on America's fucking Got Talent or something, you know? Like she was fucking preaching to Simon Cowell. She's trying to get that goddamn ticket to Hollywood, you know?
That was terrible.
Really?
Oh, dreadful.
So I'm trapped in a car with that for 6 hours, and we finally roll into town, right? And we stop at a gas station, and I can already tell this place just has all the symptoms of a ghetto. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's ghetto, but it's got all the familiar symptoms of a ghetto. We got liquor store, gun store, gun store, liquor store, liquor store, gun store. You know, it's there. But luckily for us, my dad didn't live directly in town. He lived like 2 miles on the outskirts of town. Still in the city limits, but just not in the main portion of the town. And we pull up to his place, and it's just this double-wide trailer in the middle of this big field. And it's not like a cornfield, a grassy field. It's not a meadow. It just looks like some farmer like started plowing it up and then just said fuck it halfway through and quit. But we pull up, and the rest of the night's pretty boring, honestly. We played some Halo 2 and we went to sleep. But that next morning we woke up, and it was our Christmas, right? And we got up, we ate breakfast, we opened our presents. But after that, we decided that we needed to go see my uncle, and he lived 20 minutes on the other side of town. But there was one problem with that. They didn't have a car there with them, and all we had was the Civic that we drove with us, right? And the Civic is a 5-person car. Like, here's a picture of it. There's not a lot of space to work with, and there's 8 of us. So we all go to pile in the car, and everybody gets in but me and my brother because there's no more room left. And then we look at my dad like, okay, like, where are we supposed to sit? And he gets out of the car, doesn't miss a beat, gets out of the car, brings us back to the trunk, pops it, and just says, get in. Like, fuck that. Fuck that. Like, I'm claustrophobic. I don't even like being in elevators. I'm not getting in that fucking trunk. I'm not gonna be like a fucking kidnap victim. I'm not getting in there. And then 10 minutes later, I'm riding down the highway in the trunk of this Honda Civic.
Yeah. Jumpin', them boys up to something.
Yeah, I don't fucking know, guys. But the worst part is right before my dad closed the trunk on me and my brother. It's me and my brother in this trunk. Right before he closed the trunk, he's looking down at us. He says, "Now remember, sons, if we get rear-ended, you're probably dead." And just shuts the fucking trunk. Okay, like, first of all, if that's the case, those are your last words to us. Like, good job there, okay? And then just don't say that. No, I'm already scared enough. I'm going in just fucking trunk. Don't say that. After the 20-minute ride, okay, and on a side note, riding in a trunk is not that bad. It's dark. You feel every bump, and every time a car gets behind you, you think you're probably gonna fucking die. Other than that, it's not that bad. If you got a car with like a nice trunk, it's pretty decent. Like, I don't see what kidnap victims are complaining about. Anyways, we pull up to my uncle's house on the other side of town. We get out of the trunk. We knock on the door. He says, "Come on in." So we walk in, and I look around, and this boy's got Christmas lights, a Christmas tree, stockings. He's the whole 9 yards, right? He's in full-on Saint Nick mode. We look at him, and he's leaned over his like entertainment center. He's got his back turned to us, and then I can you guess what he did? Can you guess what he did next? That's right. Yeah, he snorted a big old fucking line of cocaine. Yeah, right there in front of God and everybody. Right? He just rips a fat line, turns around, and says, "Merry fucking Christmas," with the cocaine still in his left nostril. Like, I'm fucking speechless. I can't come up with words to say to anybody. I look around, I lock eyes with my brother. Me and him understand the situation, but no one else is acknowledging that this dude just snorted some booger sugar right in front of everybody. Like, is this what you do every time company comes over? Like, I hope not. But I mean, whatever. I guess we're escalating with trunk of a car, cocaine. Next, I guess we're gonna kill a hooker. I don't know. All right, I guess we're just escalating from here. So after we process that, we all get to talking, right, catching up and whatnot. And my brother is standing over there by the entertainment center, and on a little side note, my brother lifts a lot of weights, right? He's pretty jacked. Like, he's not stupid jacked, but he's pretty big. You can tell he hits the gym. And my uncle is probably like 150, right? Look, scrawny fuck. He looks at my brother and he says, "Hey, you think you're tough lifting all them weights? How about we go in the kitchen here? Have ourselves a little arm wrestling match. Let's see if you can back them up." And then, well, actually, I think there's a video of it somewhere. Yeah, y'all trying to see that?
Hey, nephew. Heard you think you tough shit 'cause you lift weights, huh, boy?
Yeah, I lift a little bit, man.
Alright, okay, alright. Well, how about me and you going into the kitchen over here and we'll see who's got the bigger dick around here?
Alright, I guess so.
Well, shit, boy, come on, ain't multiple choice. I didn't know they made pussies like you in Oklahoma.
And need I remind you, that is only a slight exaggeration of what happened. But word for word, that's what happened. I honestly didn't even realize what superpowers Coke gave you until that day. Like, this boy turned into Goku, Super Saiyan, Ultra Instinct times 4 trillion with one snort. But, like, imagine what he could have did with 2. Like, he could have flipped that whole town on its head. Anyways, after that was all over with, we watched the movie. And by that time, it was, about time for us to head out, you know what I'm saying? We get back in the car. It's late at this point. It's like 11 o'clock. Definitely nighttime. Me and Bon have to get back into the trunk. We have no fucking choice. But we finally roll back up to my dad's crib, and I thought we were in for the night. And I was sitting on the couch, and my sister's boyfriend at the time and my dad were walking towards the door with their jackets on, and they asked me, my sister, my brother if we wanted to go with them. And I was like, yeah, I didn't come down here to just sit around on the couch and play Halo. I want to go see what this town's about. Like, show me what this place has got. So we all load up in the car. There's only 5 of us this time, so no one's got a ride in the trunk, thankfully. And I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere, okay? And we end up driving to these raunchy looking apartment complexes. Like, this shit looked nasty, bro. Like, the roaches looked like they'd rob you out there. And this fella and his lady friend come over to our car, and I'm not gonna lie, this fella looked like a pimp. Now, he didn't look like a Hollywood pimp, like with the big top out and the cane twirling. He looked more like a Denzel Washington from Training Day.
My nigga.
Apparently, we were there to take them somewhere. Okay, well, now there's 7 of us, so I gotta scooch over to make room. I'm sitting by the window. So as I'm scooting over to let them in, I have to slide into the middle. I feel something stab the shit out of my thigh, and I'm thinking, what the fuck is that? Like, it's all I know is it's kind of sharp and it's hard, and I don't know what this is. And I lift this jacket, I grab it, and I start pulling it up, and I look at it, and can you guess what it was? Can you guess what I pulled up? Yeah, that's right, a whole ass sawed-off shotgun. Yeah, like, okay, like, first of all, like, that's illegal. Yeah, like, why is that somewhere I could sit on it? That's probably dangerous. Yeah, with you fuckers, it's probably loaded. Like, Okay, but I mean, like I said, we rode in a trunk. We saw a dude snort cocaine. We haven't killed a hooker yet, but it looks like we're on our way to. But yeah, no one batted an eye. They all just looked at me, and I looked at them. I didn't want to say anything and make the situation more awkward. I didn't want to look like, the square, so I just slowly but surely set that shit in the floorboard, and we just never talked about it. We take old Denzel Washington and his lady friend to another apartment complex. Didn't really look any much better than the first one. And as he's getting out, he looks at me, and he hands me a big wad of cash, and he says, "Hey, go get me some oil." Okay, well, first of all, you couldn't have handed the huge wad of cash to any of the other adults in their car. I'm 14, okay? Everybody else in this car is of age. Why me? But he says, "Hey, give me some oil." Fuck oil? Fuck you mean oil? What you need? 5W30? Like I don't even think there's an AutoZone around here. And if there is, it's not open. What oil? And we take off, and it turns out I found out that oil meant Patron. I didn't know that. I'm white. I'm not kept up with the lingo. I don't get the memos like that. We're going to get this boy some oil, and we pull up to this gas station / liquor store because that's what kind of town we're in. And my dad and my sister's boyfriend at the time hop out. I tell them to go get me a chocolate milk for my troubles. So my sister has moved up to the front seat now, and it's me and my brother in the back seat. And I'm just looking around, taking in the scenery. Try to take in some more of this town. I look to my right, and I see a group of what looks like hoodlums. I don't know if they're hoodlums, but they sure as hell look like hoodlums. And they start rapidly approaching our Civic, and they look like they mean business, okay? So me and my brother are on the same page. All right, we're going to get fucking carjacked. Like, we got to get out of here. We got to, fucking click and click, right? But my sister looks cool as a cucumber up there. She's not phasing at all. And they finally get to our car, and the leader in the front just straight rips my sister's door open hard as shit, right? All right, she's fucking dead. She's dead now. There's nothing I can do about it. I've accepted this. So I'm thinking, what is going to happen to me? And in my instance of thinking that, there was a long silence between old boy that opened the car door and my sister. And then he finally breaks the silence with, "Yo, I haven't seen you in like a year and a half. What's going on?" And they dabbed it up. Apparently they're friends. But is that how you greet your friends? You just roll up, rip open their car door, and act like you're gonna Aaron Hernandez them right there in the parking lot? But I guess that's just comes with the town, I guess. Oh, a little side note. I actually stole a line from this old boy. My sister said, "Are you having fun?" And he said, "I'm lit up like a Christmas tree." He damn straight up put that in my back pocket. I've been using that ever since. So my dad and my sister's boyfriend get back, right? And we go and drop off this dude's Patron, and we drive back to the crib, right? And we get back to my dad's place, and I hop out, and they ask me one more time, "Are you sure you don't want to come with us?" And I said, "No. Absolutely fucking not. I'm not getting back in that car, okay? I've ridden in the trunk of a car twice today. I've seen old boy snort cocaine and gain superpowers from it. I've sit on a sawed-off shotgun. I've met a pimp, and I thought we were going to get carjacked earlier, okay? I'm fucking done." All right, so I go inside, and I shut the door, and I lay down. And that next morning, we woke up, said our goodbyes, ate some breakfast, and hit the road for another 6 hours. But would I do it again? Probably not. But was it a fun time? Yeah, it was. So yeah, that was Christmas 2K14. I'm sure this video is long enough, so I'm about to head out. I'll catch you on the next one.
'Cause you make my